Oh, you silly boy. Can't we? Come on, come on. He just fell off my lap. You're silly and funny. Old deputy dog, Staff Sergeant Bono, has been out in the yard this morning keeping discipline, making sure everybody's organised and orderly. He had a go at me because I didn't wash the dishes last night. Okay, he got up me. He made me do 50 sit-ups. Boy dog, funny boy. Got the cats sorted out. They were having a little fight. I've got two cats. You won't see the black one, he's somewhere. And look, he's decided to go with a different ball today. The old imitation soccer ball. So, same result. What are we up to? About day 4? Day 3 or something of our build? Most of the time's taken up in editing and uploading. And of course your editor has to render the video as well, so it sort of has to play through the whole thing a million times. And, so okay, our Corsair H60 cooling system, been going on about it. Retail price $90.34. There you go, I missed that one on my list the other video, so that's that. Now, this morning I just came out and I thought I'd get a little bit ahead, and because I'm not going to do all the things like the fan, which I've mounted up the top here, was an old one out of another computer. I went to mount it in the corner here, and it butts up against the radiator heat exchanger here of the fan, so there's not enough clearance to get over the top of it because the fans are 25 mil, 25, and if you have a look here, 25 mil comes to the bottom of that little rectangle box there that I've got my finger in. Whereas if you look in there, and I don't know if you can see it, but that fan sticks right up above it, so won't fit in there. So I've got a few options. One of my options, let's come in a bit, hey, is to continue around with this setup, take it all off and keep spinning him and sitting him up there in the corner, in which case there's plenty of clearance this way, or is there? Hang on, that's 30. No, it'll come right to the edge here, which is fine because your fan only goes up that high, so that might work. But then we need, how much do we need here? Where's my glasses? Sorry, I should have done all this. We need 40, close to 50 mil. So it's going to sit down 50 mil, which is going to invade this fan. So the only choice, if I want to have 2 exhaust fans, I could just leave this as a vent. Didn't want to do that, but anyhow, is to swing the whole thing around and be very careful with flexing these hoses and see if I can sit it over in this position over here. I want to be really careful. I don't want to touch it or move it very much at all. Like when people look inside the computer, the first thing they do is go, oh look, and they push the hose, and you can see it moving up at the other end there, and the last thing you want is for the thing to start leaking. That would just be, it would leak straight down onto the graphics card, straight down onto the power supply. Oh God, I don't even want to think about it. And you don't want it leaking down here either, it goes all over everything. So You know, probably should have realised that when I started putting it together, but I didn't, and it didn't occur to me, and I didn't even find out until I tried to put a fan here. The other thing I could do is just put an 80mm fan and pop him there, pop him there. There's a row of holes and a row of holes in a straight line between the screw mounts, so one of them will line up with a fan. So I might just do that, get a shorter fan and pop that in. And how much I could put a fan in that is up to 90 mil. So that's that. So I just thought I'd continue on. These are pretty cool, 2 little flips on each side. Out comes the caddy. This is all plastic, and that's a little drive out of my laptop. 500 gigabyte C8 and SATA, so that'll work fine. I tend to at the moment I'm just going to put an operating system on there. That can go back in the top slot because I like to view my drives according to what Windows Explorer lists them in order, top to bottom. The other, I'll put him in the 3rd slot. Oh, no, I'll put him in the slot straight underneath. These are simple. You just find out where the pins are. Plastic pins, somewhere like that. So clip, and that's it. Okay, got your connectors. Okay, just like that. Now, these cables, I'm not going to undo them just yet, but each end is labelled. It's got written on it what it is. These are all connected to the case, and they all come out the back here. Here's ones for the fan down the bottom there. Here's the other ones all here, all cable tied together. They're just sitting there at the moment, and then what you do is you just go around and plug them through and run them into the case. Cases are much better design these days. Look at this, this is the back of my hard drives. How simple is that for plugging in your SATA cables and power connectors? Really simple, beautiful, brilliant. So nice case design, really, really nice. Coming around. Like that. Okay, put that one back, he's redundant. Unused. Tidy up a bit, clean up. I used another tool, I used device clips. I had to grab hold of a connector, and it was right up in there somewhere. Right up there, right up the top. So I just put him in my vice grips, locked it in, and just went in like that. Boom, let go, perfect. So that's what's that, the 3rd tool I've used? I've used this screwdriver. I don't know if I've actually used my multi-tool on the case, I don't think I have. And everything else was for opening boxes and carrying on. Put a few things away, clean up. Today, okay, that can go. Oh yeah, a few little washers, black washers in the bowl at the end of it. I think the washers actually go between the heat exchanger here and the fan. At the moment it's hard up against it, and I hope that doesn't impede the movement of the fan at all. The first thing I'll be looking at when I turn the power on is to see that that fan is actually spinning, and it's actually spinning at the right speed. It's got a header into the motherboard that tells you in your software what the speed of it is. As long as it's the same as that one, I won't mind. So that can go. clearing up. While we're at it, these bays up the top here, there's 2 bays for DVD burners and that sort of thing, Blu-ray drives and all that sort of crap. Pretty simple. You can reach in here and there's a clip on those plastic panels and off he comes, and that's your bay right there, ready to go. Second thing is there's a little thing here which is just a clip, so you loosen that. There's only one on this side, it's not on the other side. Slide your drive the right way up into there, push him through, line him up. Oh, click! I love a nice solid click. Do that and then just push the lever, he's in. And it's quite easy to get to the connectors, they're just here. So that's that. So, more rubbish. Corsair VS650 650 watt power supply, modular. My tool. Here. Goes away. I won't make the same mistake twice, because we go here, there. Alright, number of things. Warranty guide, a instruction booklet or leaflet actually, no pictures, so that might be all safety information. Yeah, it is, it's safety, which I read. A jug lead, bunch of cables, so they're connected. Okay, we're coming out. Everything, keep that. I thought these were modular. I thought these had everything that you can plug in separately. There's 650, there it is. Can you see that? Just have a look. You probably missed half of that. Never mind. The back. So the power supply goes that way, right there. It's not on any legs or risers, so it is flush hard up against the bottom of the case, which is a good thing because it's not sucking, or it's not pushing air. If it builds up hot air at all, it's not pushing it. What will it be doing? It'll be pushing it out the bottom, because there's intake here, which is around the back of the computer. So I don't know if air comes up and goes out the back, or if it gets forced out the bottom and sucked in the back. I don't know. This case too, by the way, there's a cool little dust filter on the power supply, which makes me think that it's probably pulling air in, cold air in from the bottom. But who knows? I thought it was, I didn't think I'd get this, hey. I look back at my notes. I was sort of led to believe that you could just plug in one component. Had a whole heap of terminals there that you could plug whatever. But it is what it is. And this one I am going to undo, because it'll be a bit of a little short video today, not too much going on. Could they tie it up any tighter? So you just feather all these out. It's a connector for your board, 20 pin. I'm not going to count them. Where's another fat one? Just twist. I'll put them all where they want to go. It's another one for your board. Right up the top there, 2 SATA connectors. Probably not enough. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's more than 2, which is good because this one goes down, the other still works. Yep, there's another one. There's a, oh, one of those old things. Remember those? That'll be handy because I've run out of terminals or connectors for my fans, and you can get a fan that actually uses one of those, so that'll be good. That I saw already. See, look at that's much more organised. SATA, another, so it's a third one of those. Look at this little, those are the old ones you used to use on a floppy drive. It's funny. Another connector, so the yellow stripes are for your motherboard, and dual ones, single ones, whatever. Big fat one. Okay, so they're all there, and I did notice in the box there's no screws, so unless we use these ones, do we use these ones? Or are they holding the fan in place? Otherwise, where do we mount it? Not from the bottom, from the back. They don't perfectly line up here. Oh yes they do, there's one there. Okay. Okay, just letting you know the power supply did go in perfectly. I was fiddle farting around there, and I don't want to cast aspersions on this build because I'm actually happy with everything so far. This does pull air from the bottom of the case right up through it and pumps it out the back here on this side. These big 20 mil legs give you plenty of clearance under the machine to get air in there, and I've pushed all of my cables through to the back. I'll just give you a quick look at that. Okay, there they all are there coming out, so I'll plug those in bit by bit. Once again, I'm going to take my time with the cabling, and I'm certainly not going to do that on camera because you know, I'll end up spending half the time talking, and it's not all good. So next time we come back, I guess you'll see the system all wired up together. What else did I notice that I got wrong? I can't think of anything just now because I don't often get things wrong. I'm pretty much right all the time. My dog's laughing, I can hear him laughing. So we'll just go with that. When I do wire up all the terminals and everything like that, I'm actually going to leave all the cables stuck out the back of the machine, and then I'm going to leave them like that until we turn it on for the first time, and possibly for quite a while after that, quite a few days. And I won't go cable tying everything and making it all neat and doing my cable management, which is a new job description. I think I said that before. It's not that funny the second time. Boy, I looked underneath this box and there was 6 tennis balls under there. He keeps popping them under there and getting the shits. Oh yeah, here's one. I just put them all over here. So that's it for today. I'll see you the next time. The next time we're going to be very close to turning it on, and in fact I can't see any reason why we won't be turning it on. I think I'll be turning it on before I show you though, because I don't want any embarrassment on film, and you know, whatever. Maybe not, maybe I'll just jump in and film it and push the button, see what happens. This is Kero here from Camp Zero, Southeast Queensland, Australia. Beautiful part of the world, farming territory, crops and livestock, which I guess is what you do on a farm. And we're enjoying ourselves here. It's all pretty good. I do need to get some more work in, so I'll try to wrap this all up in the next video. If I don't, I'll do it on the one after. I don't care. And I'll see you around the ridges, mate. And so you all take care, be good, be more than good, be excellent, be fantastic, because you are. Alright, see you next time. Bye.